Welcome to the VALT Podcast. We are your car culture cultivators. I'm Sean, and of course, we're joined with
Joe. How's it going? And
VJ, hey, how's it going?
Thanks again for joining us. We have another great episode in store for you. Joe, why don't you tell them all about it?
Yeah, so before we get into how our weeks have been, we had the Tiny Car Show last weekend.
Dude, the Tiny Car Show was dope.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, we spent basically the whole day before the Tiny Car Show transforming this place and really just moving cars out and cleaning it up and making it look nice.
Yeah.
But we set everything up. Cars started rolling in around like 5:15, and we were hanging out until 10. So it was a lot good time.
It was a good event, man. We had certainly this was the year of the Beat. We had quite a few Honda Beats here, but we also had a good mix of K-Vans. If you saw the last episode, you saw Frank come through, which was fun. Had the AutoZam out. It was cool. It's a good event. A good turnout from the public. It's always a cool car show when you actually have like people that, don't even have a K car and they just come because they hear about our show. So good food, good drinks, good fun, man.
Yeah, all in all, it was a good event. Unfortunately, we had a few breakdowns as we were getting here. I got some messages halfway through the event saying they couldn't come because there was an AutoZam that was supposed to come that broke down. And a couple other cars actually, surprisingly. So I guess these cars don't get moved that often. So
yeah, and big shouts out to Cars and Bids.
Yeah,
they first year sponsor for us, but second time sponsoring for us. So they've been an awesome partner so far. So thank you, Elodie and team.
Yeah, actually, I need to hit up Elodie soon because she took some great photos and I took none. So that's one big issue with when VJ is in a different state is realizing that we never have enough coverage of anything.
Yeah, totally.
So yeah, if you did go to the Tiny Car Show and you have some fun photos, send them to us because we want to shout them out.
I always love when people take photos and they have the backdrop of the big condo unit. That it's all kind of like it's lit up like it's like we're in Japan.
Yeah.
Right. It's so cool. Like
It's a whole experience.
It's a vibe. Yeah.
And so if you didn't go, oh yeah, what was running on the screen? I don't even know.
What was running on the screen? Oh, I think we had cars and bids playing. You mean yeah. Yeah, the YouTube channel playing. Yeah, and then we just had just some random background stuff in the background, some psychedelic kind of things. Last year we did anime, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, the problem with anime. Oh yeah, go ahead, VJ.
Yes.
Yep, the microphoto booth, the games. Frank was here. It was a good time. The main issue with having anime run in the background unsolicited, just like nonstop, is you sometimes get into some crazy shit.
Yeah.
So this year we made a choice to not have anime run.
Well, then people are so particular about their anime too.
Yeah, they were getting angry about what the anime is to run. Right. We were like, it was kind of a thing last
for
year,
us. So. It's just background.
Yeah, we're trying to invoke the spirit. So yeah, that was the Tiny Car Show. It was a good time. If you haven't gone, if you've never been on before, this is the fourth one. We'll be doing the fifth one in 2026. So we'd love to have you.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a good time. But without further ado, we'll get into our weeks, how they've been. VJ, how has your week been so far?
It's been pretty chill. Not much car stuff, but I've been just driving a lot, all the way around like the southern states and Midwest and stuff, doing road trips. And the last weekend I drove about 900 miles in one day. I missed the Iron Butt challenge by about 100 miles. So if you drive 1,000 miles in one day, it's supposed to be the Iron Butt challenge. So I haven't finished that yet, but yeah, the car's been doing really great. I've been dailying the Peugeot as well. It's all going great. I've wrapped the car so it looks much less ghetto now. So that's good. It's just pretty chill week for me.
Nice. Sean, what about you?
Nice. It's been an interesting week. You know what? Let me rant for a minute. Kind of off the topic of cars, but actually kind of on it too. I am so sick of AI this week. I'm sick of seeing Ultima AIs. I'm sick of seeing Martin Luther King stealing from KFCs. I'm sick of seeing Tupac all over the place. I'm tired of AI this week.
Yeah. Have you been getting Kalshi ads?
No.
Oh my God. So I don't know what Kalshi even is, but like, so I get Kalshi ads, and I think it's a betting platform. And it's just like AI people talking about like what they're betting on, but it's like, it must be a cheap AI because it's very obviously AI. And I'm like, it's just, if I was a like gambling addict, like this would turn me away so hard from Kalshi.
Yeah.
It just looked off. And been seeing those two, like it is, it's getting too much.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's on every algorithm now. It's just, it's way too much. Way too much. It's actually, it's taken away from my car week. Aside from that, spoke with my guy up north working on the bands, and again, we're still on schedule for the end of the month, so that's pretty exciting. I know. So
What do you mean by 1 week? Do you mean like Sundays?
I just said the end of the month. No,
that's
no.
It's almost the end of the month.
No, it won't be this weekend, but hopefully next week.
Next weekend.
Yeah. So we're gonna miss. Yeah, I'll definitely miss Sundays on Solano.
Nice.
So yeah. But I've actually been. I was driving the AutoZam around last week, and today I was kind of moving around in the M2. So if you were almost run over by some speeding man in an M2 with gold wheels, it's probably me, because I was moving today. So
nice.
You can't help but drive that car like super aggressively.
Yeah, well, that's what it's for.
Yeah,
it's for track day stuff.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
My week has basically just been, I mean, it's been slow, like relaxing slow. It's like not like so. It's not like so that I'm like nervous about like revenue or something, but like it's like slow, and like the clients have been very nice and like low key, like just good people. So that's been fun. I've been able to like go to bed at a reasonable hour, which is nice. I've been driving the 211, which is outside, like all week. I did take the M5 out this weekend, which was nice. Something about that 211, it's so nice. I didn't think I was gonna like it this way, but it's so nice to drive like a beater, you know? Like the exterior of that car, if you look closely at it, is kind of garbage. And so is the interior too, to be fair. But like the car is just kind of like, I don't have to care about it, which is nice. I haven't had it's like your van. Like I haven't had a beater, you know, like a car that I don't care about really, ever. So it's kind of nice.
I will gladly trade you my van for your station wagon right now.
Oh yeah, tell them the story about that. I'm not sure if you told them that.
I think I said it last week, or I may have. Well, my neighbor next door, I had my door unlocked for some reason. Probably when I got in the car and I hit the key fob and the door slid open. And so he told me on Wednesday that he had shut the door, and on Monday. And so when I got to the car on Wednesday, there was just a foul odor in there, and come to find out there was a cat that was locked in there for 2.5 days that just peed and defecated on everything. And so my van smells so terrible.
Yeah,
it smells so bad.
That's one of those things where like I just sell the car. Like I wouldn't even try.
I don't even know what to do.
My dog peed on our like rug in the house, and like a while ago, and I like brought out like the heavy duty like steamers, shampooers, like little chemicals designed to like remove smell. And that shit works, but it doesn't work all the way. Never.
Dude.
So like occasionally I'll walk in the house and I'll just get this whiff, and I was like maybe we should like do it again, but then like let it dry outside. I'm like, if I do it again and it doesn't work, I'm throwing it away. I'm never buying a carpet again.
Dude, I left some shoes in my car and they were in the trunk, and I wore them like at night. I'm like, these things smell like cat pee. So I washed them
in the garbage,
like heavily washed them, put like, hella soap and OxyClean, put it on a sanitized load, let them dry out and put them in the car. dude, and put them in another car, and now that car smells like pee. Just
Really?
because of those shoes, dude.
Oh man, you
it's
gotta get rid of
horrible.
those
It's
shoes.
horrible.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's really bad. Yeah. So yeah, I mean the weeks sounds like the week's been low key. Unfortunate for your van.
AI cat pee, you know.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a marketing director that for some reason watches this podcast and you think making an AI ad is a good idea, it's just like I at this point, like now I watch the YouTube ads because I hope it's not an ad from Kalshi because the ads from them are so.
When I see that, it just devalues the brand value for me. It makes me feel like they don't have money to hire someone who has the skill to present it well. So it just kills the brand value.
And going back to a couple episodes, it just feels tasteless. Like I almost feel like this AI right now. I mean, like I'm sure there's a moment in time where this will get better, but right now everything AI just feels tasteless. And I'm happy to see that a lot of people around us are like kind of anti, at least in the creative space. Like I get AI is good for optimization, automation, and all that stuff. That makes sense. But like the artistic and the ads and the creative stuff is just like it's not ready.
Yeah, so. I mean, the crazy thing is, I mean, how good that it's getting. If you look at how we're using for AI, just maybe even a year ago to what it is now, it's pretty crazy. But it's just it's out of control right now. It's completely out of control.
Yeah. AI is AI. We'll see what happens next year. Maybe we'll have an AI tiny car show. That'll be that good.
We totally could.
You have enough episodes to train the AI on our podcast. So just make AI episodes of the podcast.
Yeah, oh God, those would go so bad. I mean, why not? Who cares? We'll just try. See what happens. See if you guys will find it. Comment down below if you think this is AI. But yeah, that brings us into the member Discord finds. So if you're not familiar, Vault has a Patreon. Link down in the description below if you'd like to support us to become a member. If you're a member, you get access to the Discord. And the Discord link is also down in the description. You get access to these marketplace finds. We do drive sim nights, dinners. Just last weekend for the Tiny Car Show, all members got VIP access. So they got food and drinks and all that stuff, and you name it, pretty much. Everything.
Yeah,
so.
The VIP section was actually pretty nice. People were pretty excited about that.
In fact, it was basically all like people like realized that there was a VIP space and like pretty much all
VIP. Yeah. Good, yeah.
So it was cool. It's a cool time.
Yeah.
It's a good time. So without further ado, we'll get straight into it. If you want to pull up your thing, because we're in a different spot now, so we don't have a screen to look at. But the first find is this E39. It's a 525i. What makes this car different and not boring is that it's a 5-speed. And what makes it even more interesting is that it's $3,500. So I think this is kind of a flip. He says it needs some front end cosmetic work, but like it doesn't really seem that bad. Polish up the headlights,
That was the same price that my lease was.
Yeah, exactly. This is $1,000 more than my 211 wagon, and honestly, if I saw this, I probably would have bought this. I personally, I mean, 225,000 miles is a lot, but to be completely honest with you, an E39 in a manual is exponentially better in a manual than it is in automatic.
Yeah.
Like no questions asked. Like the 211 automatics are better, but like the E39 needs to be a manual in every configuration except for maybe the 540. And so this car with some TLC and some love, these wheels are cool because they're the base model wheels, which you don't really see often. I bet you could sell this for like, I mean, this isn't that much money, I guess, but maybe like 5 or 6. So if you buy this, put some elbow grease into it, make yourself like a quick 2,500, 3,000.
Good flip, yeah.
It's a good flip. That's all I really had to say about it. It's cool. I mean, you could really fuck up an E39, but like this one seems pretty solid. Second find is from VJ. So VJ, why don't you? VJ, you probably had a lot of experience with this car, so why don't you talk about it? It's the 1991 Peugeot 205 Rally.
Yeah, this is my kind of like almost peak dream Peugeot. And
So your dream?
yeah, it's carbureted. It's 205, super lightweight. And Chris Harris once did a one-on-one comparison of this against a 911 GT3 Touring, and he chose this car as the winner out of the two. Yeah, it's one of the best drivers cars. Like it's almost like a homologation special, super stripped out, carbureted engine, which makes a lot more power than the regular fuel injected one. So yeah, it's just overall an amazing driving experience. It just feels like one of the most raw hot hatches out there, and it's like still kind of like attainable. It hasn't really shot up to like 50 or 100,000. So this is like only 5,000 made, and very, very cool version of this car. Probably the best.
Were these imported in the U.S.?
No, this has been in the US and it's been with a couple of people already. We know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
in the.
I think you know this owner. I think he built your mini motor.
Oh, okay, got it.
This was it. ECB owner had owned this before.
Oh, maybe it's a different one.
A different one. Okay.
So what? This wasn't Gens and Aces, right? Is this a different one?
This was the same car he owned. Yeah.
Okay, same car.
Yeah.
So have you experienced this car? Did you drive this one?
I haven't driven it yet. I wanna, like Robert told me about the expected price and everything, so I wanna just come out and check it out. But I don't know if it'll sell already, and I don't have space this year yet. So.
What is their target for this? Can you disclose that or?
I can't share that.
Okay. I feel like this isn't that much money, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it shouldn't be that.
I
much
really
money.
hope it's not more than 15 grand, but who knows?
It's not.
Good. Because I would get mad. Anyway, so Vijay, you should buy this. Why don't you just buy this?
I don't have space right now.
I'll give you space. You want space? I can make space for you. You can keep it at the shop.
Is
Okay, no, fair enough.
it's very what is that, like Dodge Coltish?
Well, it's it's not the most attractive thing in the world, but it's apparently great to drive.
Okay.
And it has VJ's engine, but carbureted, I think, right?
It's peak 205.
Yeah, peak 205.
Yeah.
It's a cool car, and I hope
guess
it
it's like an
sells.
ugly child, you know.
Yeah, it works.
Only something.
Ugly child, but got he got a
an
sports
owner can
scholarship. Yeah. So moving on to the third find. This is a 2006 Volvo V70R. What makes this one different than all the other ones is because all the other ones are Robert's color. It's like gray with blue interior. This is red with a tan interior, so this is interesting. At least it's in Pacific Grove, which usually means it's like a low ownership kind of car. They probably bought it new and like like cherished it. He's saying it's his mom's Volvo V70R, which is usually code for like I bought it from an old woman and I'm flipping it now.
Yeah, totally.
And like doesn't want to title it. 15 grand is a lot of coin for this. I think it's
and
like,
it's an automatic too.
it's automatic. So I
Yeah.
think maybe like 11 or 12 is probably the fair market. And that's probably what he bought it for. But it's still cool. I mean, I don't know. I love these. I drove Roberts and like, I mean, I like wagons in general, but this car just felt nice and comfortable and like sporty enough, you know, where the 211 lacks in sportiness, this delivers. So
Yeah.
it's a cool car.
The red is kind of cool.
The red's cool. The interior needs a lot of work, but the red is unique and different. So I wanted to shout it out. Okay, so for the fourth find, I already mentioned this last week, so I wanted to bring it up. This is a 1998 Volkswagen Polo. So this isn't a GTI or whatever they call it. It's not the sporty one. It's just a Polo. But I just wanted to just show like how small some of these hatchbacks can be. Like going back to that Peugeot, I bet they're the same size, right?
This is even in the current generation. It's a popular hot hatch in India. Some of my friends have this in India. They have a DSG option also for this, and they made a GTI version as well.
So this is cool. I don't think this car is worth $5,000. It's currently being bid to $5,000. This is an automatic base Polo. I think the nostalgia, like the excitement of being a Polo, is what's helping this car. If it was a GTI, then possibly, but
Yeah.
not this one. So, moving on quickly, this one I just needed a shout out because it was crazy. So this is an E30. But what makes this insane is that it's been swapped with a 2.5 liter turbo diesel inline 5 from a Mercedes. I don't understand why they would do
Why
this.
would you do that?
Because like, I mean, I understand like with a big turbo, you can probably get some good power, but like a base power for a 2.5 OM605 is probably like 100 horsepower, 120 horsepower. So like, you're not gaining. Actually, you're losing horsepower at stock for stock. You're gaining torque, but like, and I'm sure this kind of feels like a car that like he like just happened to have the engine.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And was
Totally.
like, let's just do it. You know.
Spencer.
Yeah, this is definitely a Spencer special. But I mean, this big ass turbo right here. So I mean, I don't know. It's a cool car. We don't have to spend too much time on it, but it was a weird one, so I needed to shout it out. And then the last one, this is just a friend's car, so I needed to shout it out. This is an E34 530 Touring 6-speed. It has the engine from an X5 4.6 IS, which is the Alpina derived V8 from this generation, or from the E39 E53 generation, or whatever those are. This car probably makes like 350, 340 horsepower. It's a cool. I've seen it in person. It's in good shape. The engine work is great. It looks stock. You probably can get through smog with this, you know, like illegally, but you could probably, visually this would pass, you know.
Yeah.
The 4.6 IS is considered like the best non-M V8 engine, so that's a cool thing. So yeah, I hope this car goes for a lot of money. It deserves the money. It's in good shape. So it's an auto house car.
I love 90s style, just white BMWs. I think they always look good. Mm-hmm. Just the lines are just like perfect right there for a white car.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. If you remember, the one with the M5 engine that sold like a couple months ago, the
Yeah.
same color.
Yeah.
It's the same guy that built it.
Okay.
So this is his next.
That's a
next
good build.
project. Yeah, great build. Yeah. So those are the marketplace finds. Once again, link down in the description below if you'd like to add to those or support us on Patreon. But without further ado, we'll go into the main topic of today's podcast, which is best future classics to buy now. So I just kind of randomly was thinking about this. There's no specific reason why I wanted to include this in the podcast today. Mm-hmm. I've been seeing a lot of like cars that were used to be worth nothing and now are starting to creep up a little bit, and I think they're going to be skyrocketing soon. So, who wants to go? I mean, do you have any idea? Do you have any ideas?
Best cars that are
Best future classics to buy.
I don't know. You know, that's kind of hard to say for me because I mean everything became a classic over the pandemic.
It's true.
All right.
Yeah.
So a future classic for today. I don't know. What do you have on your mind?
Yeah. So the first thing that came to my mind, which might, you know, these are already kind of classic, but I feel like their time hasn't come yet, and I do think that they're going to pop even more, is a really nice E24 6 Series BMW. It doesn't have to be an M5. It can be in 635 or 633 even. As long as they're clean, I think the styling is great on them. And I think they were underappreciated for a long time, and they're just now starting to get... I think the E28, like the 5 Series, is much more appreciated, and I think are considered classics more often than E24s are. So I do think if you're willing to invest in like an older BMW, I think an E24 is definitely like a thing to look at. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, BJ, what about you?
Yeah, I was thinking, recently saw the episode on the R129 by Haggerty, Jason Camisa, and the title of the video was, "This is the most perfect collector car." But then they made so many of those R129s that keeps the price fairly low. But I guess many of them also got used up and just like, you know, not cared for a lot. So if you have like an absolute great Concorde condition SL500 or SL600 with a special color like a red with a nice interior and the fully functional convertible top, I think those would keep appreciating at a fair amount. Yeah, I mean, they still are very attainable, so I feel like they'll keep getting used up even more as they were. So yeah, that could be a good option to put some money into it. But then these things you can also put some miles on and just still keep them in great condition. As you can see Joe's wagon, how many miles it has and how amazing condition it is. So yeah, I think that's a good choice as a future classic. I mean, it's already a classic, but a classic that'll hold and appreciate.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think Mercedes from this era, any like Sacco design car is going to be like, if it's in good condition, is going to be a car that is like desirable at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good call out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other option would be like the early to mid 2000s, the final era of like naturally aspirated cars with all the sporting intentions and like, cars which are not totally corrupted by electronics but still had a lot of analog feel. So anything from like the mid to early to mid 2000s or late 2000s. Yeah, like you already mentioned the R53 Mini Cooper, but yeah, there are many naturally aspirated options, anything at the higher price range, so including things like Galados or Ferrari 360s, which are relatively attainable. Yeah, I think those are all good options that will hold value and get appreciated more.
That's a good call. I'd say any of the V10 like Lamborghinis are certainly future classics. A car that I've said this before, but the S2000. I've never driven a car like the S2000, and I'm not saying it's as good as any other small compact or car out there, but it's very different. Especially high. It's torquey. It's a rear wheel drive. And it's a fun car. So I think that'll certainly be a future classic. Let's say the LC500, the Lexus. Yeah. Just being, some of the last, naturally aspirated V8s, maybe even the old, the Audi, the RS5. Those were all pretty cool cars at the time. They were underpowered if you were looking at just horsepower, compared to, the turbo V6s or the hybrids that were coming on the market at the time. But for what you got out of it and just being NA and just cool sounds, the whole works, I'd certainly bring those two in there.
Yeah. I think the LC is a unique car in like the modern market because there's not anything else that's like really like that pretty or unappreciated. I almost consider like the LC like kind of like the 500e where like no one really cares until suddenly everyone will care. Same with an RS5 even. Like RS5s right now are kind of like being completely destroyed by like the E36s are, where like you can buy them for like 15 grand and like put like a supercharger on them and then you're making 800 horsepower.
Yeah.
Same with like E36 where you can put a supercharger on it and you're just ruining the dynamics of the car and like it's cool, it's fast, but like you're like destroying the ethos of it.
Yeah.
So I think like a stock RS5 or like at like the right color, perfect spec LC.
Yeah.
Definitely a car.
Aren't they all like turbo V6s now? The RS5s.
Yeah.
This current generation.
I think
they're about the generation.
They're turbo. Yeah, they're turbos. Yeah, but like so, VJ mentioned it earlier. I think an R53 Cooper S, a Mini Cooper, with like super low miles in concourse condition, like these can't like the R53 cannot have high miles. Like it isn't like a Sacco car where like if it's high miles and clean, it's only going to be desirable and collectible if it's like a 10,000 mile example.
So the R53 is
that's like the OG Mini Cooper S. So like early 2000s. Supercharged. So yeah, I think these came in such playful colors and they have all blown up, that like if you can find one that's like in like showroom condition in like 10 years, I think these will like this in these cars in particular, I think will like quadruple in value. I think this is like one of the better like long term, like buy for $5,000, $10,000 now and like sell for like 30 or 40 when people lust after that small, like supercharged, like dynamic noise.
For sure.
And then the last one I had, which I always talk about, but like a 986 Boxster base, not the S, just a base like first gen, like 2.5 liter flat six in the right colorway, with no miles on it, will be like an extremely desirable asset. I think.
Yeah.
I think it won't be like 914s are desirable, like not really desirable, right? Like like you kind of easily buy them now. I think a 986 is like the perfect blend of like 911 and like cheap like sports car for them to catch like a wave.
Yeah.
I don't know how expensive they'll be. They weren't like limited or anything, but like the right one I could see like appreciating a lot.
Yeah. We always kind of, it's very easy for us to go to like foreign, but do you think there's any domestic American cars that are in that same realm?
Maybe like Corvettes are naturally just good to appreciate because that's how it goes.
Depreciate.
But they depreciate first, but then they
make so many of them.
Yeah,
though.
but if you put one, if you do like what the good old boy does and like buys it and then puts it in a plastic bubble for like 30 years.
I don't. They still make so many of them. I think there's so many people doing that, along with the Hellcats.
Maybe a Chevy SS, the sedan with the 6-speed. I still think that's kind of niche, but I think the reason why it will be valuable is because it's niche.
Yeah, the Cadillac.
Yeah, the new Cadillac.
The
Black Wings are good.
Yeah, the Black Wings are freaking dope. Yeah.
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 Those can appreciate a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd even say that new Cadillac that we saw that is going to be like bespoke, like custom order every single one at Pebble Beach.
I don't think so, but it's electric.
Yeah, but if you think about it, look like 100 years into the future, like those Cadillacs,
nobody's going to deal with the battery issues.
I know, but every single one of those are going to be explicitly ordered. Like there's no stock, so those are going to be highly limited. Yeah. That's why I think maybe one day they'll be considered like a collectible asset, because it's just like that. Remember that what is that car? It's like the Brougham, Cadillac Brougham or whatever it was that I detailed. Like those cars were all custom ordered. This car had silk interior, all this stuff. Like that car is like a $250,000 car now, whereas like the other 50s Cadillacs are like 15 now. So that one was special. So I almost wonder if like this EV in like 50 years will be like, oh my god, this is one of those cars that you can only custom order. I don't know. I'm just trying to be part trying to give some roses to EVs.
That is doing a good thing. Like it's been a long time since they actually stuck to their original roots. So yeah, it's a good choice that they did it. It's very courageous. Yeah. Like it's very cool that they do it because Ford is a company that's allergic to being cool. It's good that Cadillac's doing something cool.
No, yeah, I'm definitely impressed with their lineup and their feature. So yeah, Cadillac's pretty dope.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. Anything else before we go into today's scenario, which is more of a question? No? Cool. So today's scenario is, like I just said, more of a question. I just figured it was kind of a fun thing to talk about. But in the like hindsight of best future classics to buy now, are there any cars that you can think of in your life that got away that would have been worth way more if you just bought them instead of trying to haggle down the price? So I'll start because I have two of them that I can talk about. Both happened in the same year, actually, because I was a high school kid and was trying to get a deal.
Yeah.
So one was I looked and test drove a one-owner 90,000 mile E36 M3 that was for sale for 11 grand in high school, and I tried to get it for 9, and he said no. Nowadays that'd be worth like 30 or 35.
Yeah.
It was super clean, like in impeccable shape. I was just trying to be a kid and trying to get it for a deal. And then another one very shortly after that, I test drove a 500E that they were selling for 15 grand, and I offered 13, and they didn't take it. And now that's once again, like if I just took the 15, I would have doubled my money there. So I don't really like regret it necessarily because like it's whatever. Like hindsight's 2020, but like those are definitely cars that got away.
Yeah.
That I could have got for a good deal. Didn't.
I'd probably say there's probably one, and this was back in like 2000. Went to a dealer, and it was like a 91 E34 M5 white on black interior, and they wanted like $4,900 for it, and I said, "No, that was way too much money."
Yeah, you would have like 10x your money there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but as far as that was one that got away. But as far as haggling stuff, what I've learned in my day is, dude, if you want something, just go for it. Just get it. You know, if it's within your price range, if it's in your budget, it's not worth losing over like, you know, a few dollars, or it's not either the item or the experience. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. If I could pull the trigger on it, I just pull the trigger on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, there was. I don't think this is a car that got away from my dad, but I remember test driving an E90 M3 with in like Silverstone blue color.
Yeah.
With the red interior on a 6-speed.
Yeah.
And I remember like because it was brand new, so they were asking a lot of money. But like I do think that was like nowadays that color that's like that's like the spec, you know.
Yeah.
And I almost like it had carbon fiber roof and everything. It was like a great car, and I still think about it to this day as being like this car that could have been like. I don't know. I mean, it'd be worth half of what it is when it was brand new. Still,
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That would have been a car.
Yeah. It's like, you know, when you're haggling over a car for like, you know, $500, $1,000, it's like, you know, I mean, it is a lot of money, but at the end of the day, I don't know, you know, you can, you know, you can blow that on a good night.
Yeah.
So,
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
BJ, do you have any cars like that?
I mean, not much because I started this whole thing only 5 years ago. So, yeah, only bought 3 cars so far. But I think this 205 Peugeot might be the one that'll get away. The one that we saw today at OTS. Because
Just sell the 405 and buy the 205. Yeah. Sell the Beat. You don't even
There you
use
go.
it. I'll help you sell it. It's at my shop. I'll just send me the paperwork and I'll do it. This is a good trade off. But yeah, that's comment down below what if you have any cars that got away that you wish kind of kicking yourself now that you wish you would have bought. I'm sure that there are some interesting stories that our patrons and friends
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. I could probably tell you more stories on cars that I actually overbought.
Well, just give me one. Just give me one before we close out. Give me one.
That I overbought.
Yeah.
Maybe the AutoZam.
You did.
That was high. That was
you
high
set the price record on the AutoZam.
The E36 was high too. I mean, that was high COVID. So
That was COVID, yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's very true.
That
It's very
E36
true.
is different. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
you overpay for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
the E36 is that car is built perfectly. The AutoZam, I don't know how much you pay for the AutoZam, but you did. I know you said it. You broke a record.
I didn't break. Well, I definitely set one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a cool car though.
it is
So-
a cool car. It's low mileage. Haven't had any issues with it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, cool. If there's not anything else, I think we'll close this episode out and do it again next week.
Yes,
Anything
indeed.
else, VJ? Anything else? Nope.
Like, comment, subscribe,
Yep.
please.
Make sure you're subscribed. We post every week. We're gonna probably go live next week because we haven't gone live in October yet. So let's go live next week.
Sounds like a
if
plan.
if you can be here at least, because I don't want to go live by myself.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, that'd be weird. But okay, all right. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Later.